Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is video 3, episode 3 of Keane's Crease. Tonight we're going to talk about your butterfly. I'm not going to put the pads on, but I'm going to give you a brief description of what your butterfly should look like. So as you can see, I have the pads already laid out in somewhat of a butterfly. This is a very wide butterfly, but you're gonna do, obviously you're gonna be on your knee stacks. You're gonna have your knees pretty close together. You're gonna have your gloves when the shot is in close. You're gonna have your gloves sealing the side of your body. It'll be out a little bit more because of your chest pad, but you're gonna have your gloves sealed and closed on the top of your pad. And also the same with the blocker, you're gonna want the stick out a little bit. What the stick out a little bit will do is that when the puck is shot and it hits the stick, it'll tip and it'll hit the pad because it won't get that far out. You'll have it out, nice and in, well, a little bit closer so when it does bounce, it does catch the top of the pad and doesn't go over and in. Now, my butterfly is more similar, if I can do it, is similar to something like this, and a little closer. For your newer goalies, it's probably going to be really shallow because you're not going to be flexible, but you're still going to want to do the same exact thing. You want to get your knees closed so that there's none of this gap. And you can definitely tell if your pads are too loose or too tight when you go in the butterfly, because if they're a certain way, you'll get this kind of rotation with the pad, which you do not want. You want a nice flush seal of the pad. You want a pretty wide, you want a wider stance. You don't want a what's called a jiguer, which is literally this, where you can see the knees, and if you have that, you're going to need pretty big knee pads to block some of these shots. But something that we're going to talk about real quick is the advanced type of block on it, and this involves using your stick and your body and deflecting the puck when you're in the butterfly. If you go back to video 2 and you look at the opening picture, it's a perfect depiction of what I'm doing. Is what I do is, let's say it's a glove side shot low, then I know I have time to react because there's not a lot of traffic, is I'll turn one pad like this, the other pad out like that, and use the stick to deflect the puck off into the corner, off onto the boards, because what we want to do is have the least chance of a follow-up shot that we can. You're not going to get it all the time. Sometimes you're going to it's going to go right to the other guy and you have to move and slide and get your way over there. But so now what we're going to talk about is the difference real quick between a blocking style butterfly save and a reaction. Reaction is kind of what I just went through, where you can react to the puck, use your stick low. What you're going to do is remove your gloves and whatnot. More blocking is just where you're going to be sitting there straight up, taking up the most space that you can, and letting the puck hit you. The one thing you do want to remember when you're in your butterfly is kind of have a leaning forward a little bit with your back. You're going to want to be somewhat like this, with your butt out, your feet wide, and your body kind of like a little tilted forward. You don't want too forward because then you won't have up here to block. You don't want it too far back or too straight because you'll lose your balance and you'll fall. But that's when the puck's in close. If you go on the butterfly when puck's a little farther out, what you want to do is you'll bring your gloves up a little bit higher so that you have more time to react at the higher save. Because when the puck is, say, where the camera is, which is about 4 or 5 feet away from here, I can have it low because it's going to take a lot longer for that puck to get up. So if I have it down low, most likely he's only going to be able to go a little bit up above my glove, and I'm able to make an easy save. So that's really what you want to keep in mind, is trying to make the game as easy as you possibly can, make the easy saves, and make them correctly. Definitely want to keep your still body up, kind of straight, closed. You want the knees together. I'm not doing it here. If I had the pads on correctly with my skates and everything, I could do it, but I'm inside, and kind of wanted to get this video up and online real quick, because I was at I was teaching goalie camp this week, Pro Ambitions, down in Atlantic City, so I really didn't have time to get another video up before I left. But that's pretty much it that I really wanted to cover tonight. Just make sure your pads try and stay flush on the ice. If they have a little bit, it's okay. You really want it to be like this. If it's over, that's not good. But the main key to getting in your butterfly is literally trying to slam your knees through the ice. And you want to make sure you have the right size pad, because you want to hit directly on the center of your knee block, so it doesn't cause you pain when you get knee on ice contact, which say hurts a lot. You know, drive down as quickly and as fast as possible. You don't want to just fall. I see a lot of new goalies doing that, and one of the goalies I had, he just decided that he didn't like what I was doing and he wanted to fall, and I showed him up pretty well in the camp. So he decided to change at the end of the week to you want to drive in, you want to drive, you want to keep your knees close, legs close together, arms, you got to seal the sides of your body with the gloves, and your arms, it's going to be a little wider because the pads are a little wider on your arms, but you don't want the puck sneaking through right here. That's like the worst goal you can give up, because you can easily make this or this rather than, oh crap, I got to clench and the puck's behind you. So that's this video. Hopefully in the next few days I'll be able to get on the ice and we can start working on some of the on-ice training, like how to do a butterfly slide and whatnot. So thanks for watching. I can't wait to do the next one. We'll see you then.